Hey guys, it's Sesu, and I'm doing kind of a special video here. As you may know, Konami recently announced the next version of Dance Dance Revolution, which is called Dance Dance Revolution World. It's been about 2 years since they released the last version update for DDR, which was Ace 3 in 2022. So it's very exciting to me. And I think this is a good opportunity to take a look at everything they've announced so far and see if we can make some well-informed speculations about what the game is going to entail. So the first thing that they released was this tweet that says, "Next DDR is," in English. Now starting off, it is an English tweet. I would say that Konami tweeting in English is a good sign, but they have tweeted in English before and it didn't mean anything. But moving on to the logo, it's very green. The first thing that comes to mind when I see green is DDR Extreme, although I don't really think that's intentional. There are no gold accents like the previous game's logos. So what I think this means is that there might be a standard interface across both the gold cabinets and the regular cabinets. That said, I still think we're going to have Golden League events, since Konami just sold a bunch of cabinets to Asia. Moving past the colors, we see that they have changed the word Dance Dance Revolution to be a different font. As you can see here, this, where it says Dance Dance Revolution in white, that's what they used for many years. So it's pretty strange that they are changing everything so suddenly. We've been in the DDR Ace era for so long that they could just be trying to refresh things. Lastly, we have the name of the game, which is World, and this icon, which a lot of people have been saying looks like the Pepsi logo, and I would agree. A lot of people have commented on Twitter as well, saying it's ironic that they call it DDR World when they're not going to release it worldwide. There's almost no chance it's coming out in South America or Africa. And it's pretty unlikely that we're going to get a significant release in America or Europe. Konami has been making a big sales push in Asia, and it would not be out of line for their history to say world and really just mean Asia. However, I do think that the world name is going to tie into some kind of in-game events or lore. Babylon's Galaxy. You are going from one planet to another, unlocking songs. So I think that's going to be a significant part of it. So that's the logo. I guess we're getting kind of in the weeds in this analysis, but that's just my opinion. So next up, they released this teaser site. It has this brand new character art that is very stylized, very interesting. It has the logo, and it says, just look forward for more information. This is pretty exciting because Konami has not really been giving DDR much love in terms of character art. So for them to commission this very nice artwork might mean that they're going to do some kind of redesign of the UI or the characters. So on the left we have Emmy. We can actually see that this is a variation of the outfit that she used in DDR X2. But of course this one is much more stylized. She has cat ears for some reason, although those are part of the hood. You can see she has normal earrings here, so I don't think they're actually giving her cat ears in the new game. She also has a tail, which you can't really see in this art here, but if you look down at the amusement pass, the tail is part of her design. She has a thong with her name on it. That's what I would expect from Konami art at this point. And she also has art of the character Consento on her pants, which I guess is a little bit of a throwback. On the right we have Rage, another fan favorite character. I don't think it's a variation on any previous outfit design for Rage. This looks totally new. So taking a look at his hood here, we see he has this 4-arrow logo. He has Maniac, which is a reference to older DDR games where the hardest difficulty was called Maniac. We have a face of Oshare Zukin, which is another old school DDR character that hasn't been in the series for a while. We have this bag that very much reminds me of DDR Max 2. You can see this is the Max 2 logo, kind of similar to what he has here on either his bag or the back of his jacket. I can't really tell. And another thing that you can't really see because the logo is covering up, his jacket says takoyaki. And if you're familiar with DDR lore, Rage has a stand and he sells street food, takoyaki. So that's a little bit of a lore throwback. But that's it. I really do like these two character designs. Now, the question comes up, are they going to do a character redesign in-game? I personally don't think that they're going to do a massive overhaul on the character models. And I just say that because this art is so stylized. I don't think there's any way that they're going to make character models with these chains and tails and things flying all over the place. Might they get new outfits? Yeah, that's possible. I don't think they're going to completely overhaul the character models from the ground up. Okay, so the last thing that they announced is they're doing this promotional campaign where if you play DDR Ace 3 or you buy song packs for DDR Grand Prix, you'll get points. And if you get enough points, you can order either a poster or a couple of new e-amusement cards. Of course, they do this for new game releases all the time. I don't think it's anything special. So you have until May 26th to collect points to spend on this poster. It also specifically calls out on the site that you have to play Dance Dance Revolution Ace 3. So what we can apply from that is that we're going to be playing on Ace 3 until, at the very minimum, May 26th. So I don't think the new game is coming out within the next 2 weeks. I would say that maybe around May 28th is when we're going to get an actual release date announcement. But of course, only Konami staff know when it's actually coming out. So now we're down to the fun part, which is the predictions. Hey guys, it's Seth. You're now 5 minutes in the future. I had another cup of coffee, and I think I'm ready to articulate my points a bit better. So number one, I think that we're going to get at least 10 new songs with the launch of DDR World. And that's it. We might get a new extra stage, an extra exclusive stage, but typically DDR mixes don't launch with a ton of new songs, and they're typically on the easier end of the spectrum. So maybe 10 new songs. We'll definitely be getting a new interface that's going to be green. The background on the teaser page kind of reminded me of DDR X2, so maybe the interface will be more similar to that. Now that they have stopped supporting the old standard definition cabinets that only have the 2 menu buttons, I think this is a good opportunity for them to make use of the 4 menu buttons and the select button, or a better way to navigate songs quickly. I think it will be a significant change for the UI. Now personally, I don't think that they're going to make a lot of big changes to the in-game interface. I think we're still going to have the background dancers and the background videos. I don't think they're going to completely overhaul things or give us the random movies back that we used to have in DDR Extreme. However, I think it would be nice to maybe get a new announcer, because we've had the same announcer for about 15 or 16 years at this point. Maybe some new gimmicks. Maybe moving away from the standard definition old cabinets is going to give the software developers more options to do more impressive things with the interface. That would be a welcome change. And 4.25x if we could get more speed modifiers, that would be awesome. I know it's wishful thinking, but having an automatically calculated scrolling speed, like floating high speed, which is what 2DX does, or M mods, which ITG does, or auto velocity, which Pump It Up does. If we had an easier way to calculate the scrolling speed while still keeping the gimmicks in place that a lot of songs have, that would be really awesome. My other predictions, I think the game is going to come out either in the last week of May or the first week of June, and it's going to be exclusive on 20th anniversary gold cabinets for a little while. Hopefully it's not 3 months like Ace 3 was, but I wouldn't be surprised if they continue the pattern. The only thing that I'm really, really hoping for is that they don't lean as much into the Grand Prix packs in this new mix. At a certain point, there were at least 80 songs that were basically paid DLC, where you had to spend money on DDR Grand Prix to even play them. I hope they move away from that a bit and encourage people to actually go out to the arcade and unlock new songs. I hope there are more interesting events, not just Course Trial and Golden League again and again. And I hope that DDR World means that they are making the game available in different territories. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about DDR World. It's only 3 or 4 weeks away, so I'm excited to see what the new version is going to entail. And I'll definitely be playing at the arcade or at home, so make sure you subscribe. Please like the video if you enjoyed this, and leave some comments letting me know what you think the new DDR version is going to have. Have a great day.